The Southwest 25th Avenue Community Trail is our first project. It is in Southwest Portland and extends a quarter mile from Southwest Capitol Highway to Southwest Beaverton Hillsdale Highway. It is a major greenway used by a diverse group of people and wildlife. It is also a safe route to school and within walking distance of 6 schools. Friends of Fano Creek Headwaters provides free education to school children, many from underserved populations, about native plants and habitat restoration. Hundreds of volunteers have cleared thousands of square feet of invasive plants and planted native plants, trees, and bushes. These plants attract the right kind of insects to feed our native birds and other wildlife. The Southwest 25th Avenue Community Trail contains 2 pollinator gardens, a bug hotel, solar pebbles that shine in the dark, a bioswale to help manage stormwater runoff, a reforested area, a huge conjoined western red cedar tree over 110 years old, 96 stairs in and out of a steep ravine, and the official headquarters of Fano Creek. We feel this trail is a special place that deserves to be restored and maintained for future generations. We still have much to do, including restoration work around the headwaters. The Oregon Wildlife Foundation is my fiscal sponsor, supports the project, and manages its donations and grant monies. Without their assistance, we cannot do what we do. Please consider donating to Friends of Fano Creek Headwaters so we can continue to provide nature in the neighborhood and restore and maintain this unique urban green space. Thank you.
My name is Bob Bailey, and I am the board president of the Alaka Alliance. Our board represents a range of conservation, legal, tribal, and scientific interests and experience. Our mission is to restore a healthy population of sea otters to the Oregon coast, and in the process, help make Oregon's marine ecosystem more robust and resilient. We know that they were once here, and we seek to restore this important cultural legacy. We advocate their return because they are a keystone species, essential to a thriving marine ecosystem. The science is clear that sea otters promote ecological productivity and resilience, and we believe that returning sea otters to Oregon will help ensure strong and diverse commercial and recreational fisheries and economically healthy coastal communities. We encourage you to learn more about sea otters and the Alaka Alliance on our website. We appreciate the strong support and partnership with the Oregon Wildlife Foundation in bringing our vision to reality.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for being with us this evening. I'm Gail Williams with the Markham Auction Agency, and I will be your MC for the evening. On behalf of the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, its board of directors and staff, and generous sponsors and project partners, I extend a healthy welcome to Growth, Oregon Wildlife Foundation's annual fundraising event and first ever virtual event in the Foundation's 39 years of fundraising and conservation stewardship. Now, after some public health-induced delays, allow me to present Oregon Wildlife Foundation's board member and past president, Morgan Smith.
Good evening. I'm Morgan Smith, former president of Oregon Wildlife Foundation's board of directors and a member since 2012. Thank you for taking the time tonight to learn more about Oregon Wildlife Foundation and help us make a difference for conservation in Oregon. As you know, this was meant to be an in-person event, but we've adapted it to become a virtual fundraiser. I'm happy to see old and new friends tuning in tonight. We have a lot to celebrate at the foundation. You'll be hearing from other members of our board and staff, plus some of our project partners. Oregon Wildlife Foundation has been an important part of preserving the Oregon we all love since 1981. Through partnerships with other nonprofits, private industry, and the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, we've dedicated millions of dollars to projects across Oregon aimed at conserving fish, wildlife, and the natural habitat that makes Oregon so special. We are increasing our conservation reach with several large campaigns you'll be hearing about tonight, including the Oregon Conservation Fund, Recreation Fund, the Watch for Wildlife License Plate Voucher Campaign, and restoration of the Greater Williams Prairie, New Prineville. Through the years and across the many projects we supported, the purchase of the 17 miles of river frontage along the lower Deschutes River is at the tops of terms of importance to the people of Oregon. To tell you more about that project in particular and how the Oregon Wildlife Foundation works is my friend Tim Gressiff. Tim has been the executive director of the foundation since 2008. He works intimately with our staff and donors and has put together a wonderful foundation. So, with that, here's to the Foundation's Director, Executive Director, Tim Gressiff.
Hi, my name is Tim Gressiff. I'm now in my 13th year as Oregon Wildlife Foundation's Executive Director. Our way of work focuses on private-public partnerships that enable the accomplishment of vital fish and wildlife projects throughout Oregon. None have been on the scale or as important as the Deschutes River purchases, a series of transactions that put a total of 17 miles of river frontage in public ownership. Our first board of directors included the presidents of iconic Oregon companies like Meyer & Frank, Pendleton Woolen Mills, and Blitz Weinhardt. When the campaign to save the Deschutes kicked off in 1983, Blitz led one of Oregon's first cause marketing campaigns with the Deschutes River Sweepstakes. Prize drawings, among others, included a Ford Bronco and an Alumawell drift boat and trailer. The entry form encouraged cash donations to the Deschutes campaign, and Blitz Weinhardt donated money for every case of its beer sold during the promotion period. The sweepstakes were widely advertised on TV, radio, and in newspapers with display cards at cash registers in stores across Oregon that sold Blitz beer. The foundation, although not technically a land trust, acted as one when the campaign to save the Deschutes successfully closed the first of 3 transactions, conveying ownership to the state of Oregon, for the people of Oregon, and preserving public access to the lower Deschutes River forever. Oregon Wildlife Foundation, in so many ways, was ahead of its time. Today, our organization empowers conservation of our living natural resources through grant making, fiscal sponsorship of grassroots organizations, and leadership of capital campaigns for larger, critically important projects. So many things have changed since the early days of the foundation, but the way of work remains the same. Identify important projects and partner with others to see them completed. Now as then, we're only able to pursue our mission through the generosity of people like you. We greatly appreciate your participation in our fundraising event tonight.
Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Tim. Oregon Wildlife Foundation's efforts have helped fish, wildlife, public access, and conservation projects all across Oregon. It can only be attributed to the Foundation's partnerships with so many organizations, and they're all doing the critical work needed to ensure Oregon's future. This is only a partial list of partners behind me, and there are so many more that we encourage you to check out online after the event. And here are a few of the projects that they're working on. At the Bonneville Fish Hatchery, the foundation has a store, Spruce Gifts and Provisions, where the sales benefit the foundation. And you get to learn about conservation. It has a hatchery. It's a great day trip to view the foundation's work. So head out there, check out Herman the Sturgeon, enjoy a great day with the foundation. I also want to mention that the Oregon Wildlife Foundation is sponsoring a new license plate campaign, Watch for Wildlife. How cool is that? We have a limited program tonight, but if you want to learn more about it, you need to head over to the foundation's website and take a look at it. And lastly, we want to highlight that the foundation is helping build a wildlife underpass for safer animal migration. What you're about to see is the foundation at work in Central Oregon, where multiple partnered groups are working together to build the Gilchrist Wildlife Underpass and its peripheral fencing that funnels wildlife safely under the highway.
Hi, my name is Sarah Gregory, and I'm a wildlife biologist for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife in Bend. In front of me over here is Highway 97, and highways like this that traverse the state are a huge barrier to almost every kind of wildlife, including mule deer. We see a lot of what we call deer vehicle collisions. About 1,000 deer are killed a year on Highway 97 between Bend and Klamath Falls. And we're seeing at the same time an estimated 40% decline in mule deer populations. So roads are contributing some. There's lots of variables contributing to this decline in their population. But we see about 1 in 5 mortalities in mule deer caused by roadways. So this is a huge concern to ODFW as well as ODOT and the traveling public.
Hi, my name is Sydney Bowman, and I work for the Oregon Department of Transportation as the Wildlife Passage Coordinator. Today we're out here on site of the Gilchrist Wildlife Undercrossing construction project. And today the crews are excavating dirt from underneath the new wildlife bridge that will help mule deer and elk cross underneath the highway. So one of the reasons this location was chosen was because it's one of the highest density collision areas on US 97. So we have a lot of deer and elk that are hit here when they cross the highway.
So ODFW sponsored a 7-year study, and we collared hundreds of deer, and we followed their movements between winter and summer ranges, and we found that this part of Highway 97 was what we call a hot spot, where we see a high density of deer vehicle collisions. And so fortunately ODOT had this project already in place, and is kind of, solving 2 problems at the same time. They need a passing lane, and we need passage for deer.
That underpass is so critical, helping so many of our furry friends and drivers cross safely. These are just a few examples of the Foundation's many projects. Their dedicated efforts have supported so many unspoken projects throughout Oregon. And to that end, let's raise some money for them. This won't be virtual money, it'll be real, but we're raising it virtually. Okay, let's make your bids count. Virtual fundraising feels just as good as in-person giving, but it looks a bit different. Hopefully, you've already registered and signed in to bid, but if not, please do so now. Click the link that was emailed to you for your invitation to bid, or head to the link scrolling across your screen. You can also find this on your YouTube feed down there where it says Show More. You'll find your links in there. Click the sign up or the sign in on the top right corner. They're easy to follow. Step-by-step instructions, standard stuff, your email, your address, your contact information, and your payment method. That's the most important part. The information is only for the foundation, and they want to keep your privacy as much as you do. It's a safe, secure link. After signing in, click Catalog. Go to the link and look at the items you're looking for. If you're already registered, click the catalog in the YouTube, as I just described. If at any time you have trouble registering or placing bids, please call the help number listed on the screen, 503-255-6059. And remember, we have 6 great raffle packages for your bidding pleasure. These close at 7:15, which is quickly approaching. So hurry in, purchase all the remaining raffle tickets, one or all, you can have them. So you have a shot at winning one of those 6 awesome packages. And as a reminder, you have to be in Oregon to buy the raffle tickets, and you have to be 21 to buy any or bid on any of the alcohol packages. The other thing that looks different in virtual fundraising is how we bid. We recommend 2 devices. one to watch the YouTube feed on, and the other one to bid from. From your computer, you can use two different browsers and click between them, but we've just found that using two is the easiest. Now, benefactors. We have an amazing virtual program ahead, so check your email, confirm your registration, limber up those bidding fingers, and help me welcome to our virtual stage tonight's benefit auctioneer from Markham Auction Agency, Misty Markham.
Why, thank you, Gail. Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm so delighted to be here on behalf of Oregon Wildlife Foundation, and I'm so excited to serve as your auctioneer for the evening. I hope you're all having a great time, comfortable at home. I wish my feet were up too. We have a fantastic virtual program prepared for your giving pleasure tonight, so if you've not done this before, it's pretty straightforward. Just click the Donate Now button next to any amount you wish to give, coming up next at our special appeal. The rule is give generously. And remember, right now marks probably about the final 5 minutes to purchase those amazing raffle package tickets. The winners will be drawn very shortly. So remember, it is because of generous donors just like you tuning us with us at home tonight that Oregon Wildlife Foundation can continue to grow and best lead conservation in our state. So let's get this party started.
So, during this evening's event, if at any time you have tech questions or any problems registering or giving, please call the number listed on the screen, 503-255-6059.
That's right. And we encourage you to join tonight's virtual conversation for conservation. Post your social media photos or videos of your group at home, whatever it is you're doing, hashtag Growth for Oregon on Twitter, Facebook at OR Wildlife, we invite you to join our YouTube chat on your right. Say hi to friends, talk with the foundation staff, encourage more do-gooding, and just generally engage. We love all the interaction.
Partnership and philanthropy have unquestionably supported the Oregon Wildlife Foundation since its very beginning in 1981. We have a strong group of supporters tuning in tonight who have been supporting and giving to the foundation for a very long time. In fact, some of you even donated to the foundation to help purchase those 17 miles of river frontage along the Deschutes River in the 1980s that Tim had mentioned earlier. That project really put this foundation on the map for Oregon conservation, thanks to a huge outpouring of support from Oregonians to preserve public access to one of Oregon's most iconic rivers. It's not surprising that people are so passionate about protecting the lower Deschutes. It's an incredible place that all Oregonians have access to and should be able to enjoy forever. And now, settle in, folks, and listen to the messages our next two speakers have to share, exemplifying the importance of the Foundation's work.
The Deschutes River is well known for its trout and steelhead fishery. There's no other place like it that I'm aware of. My name is Brad Staples. I'm a fishing guide on the lower Deschutes River. When I started here in 1983, it was overgrazed by cattle, and it was just a pile of rocks and mud to the bank. The Oregon Wildlife Foundation was able to purchase the lower 17 miles of the Deschutes River. They had funding available to fence the cattle to keep them away from the river itself. It was almost immediate. The trees and the vegetation grew back.
My name's Jeff Dresser. My family's been in Oregon for over 110 years. My home waters is the Deschutes River because that's what I connect my whole life to. Things I think we always have to be aware of is becoming complacent about something. It's going to take concerted effort by many parties to really rebuild a stable ecosystem in this basin.
Jeff and I have known each other since the early 90s.
If I had hair, he didn't have gray hair. Probably some of the most profound experiences of my adult life have been on this river with people you love to be with. When my father started joining us on the trips, it definitely aided in, I guess, being able to connect more. And the river provided us a really safe place. My dad's favorite spot was Lockett. There's a number of spots where there's nice flat rocks to sit on. So my dad would fish for a while and he'd sit. We always used to laugh because he would say, I'm gonna let you young guys go on ahead and I'm gonna sit here and catch a fish. More times than not, that happened. My dad, myself, and my son never had the opportunity to fish the same time together. My dad, he died in July of 2001, so he ended up coming up after we had my dad's ashes, and then I drove my jet boat up to his favorite fishing spot, and then had a little ceremony for my dad, and left his ashes there. So, and every time I go by that spot, I start to well up like I am now. But that's, I know he's in a good place here, so I'm sure he wanted to be. Being able to connect another generation to the Deschutes, I'm totally psyched about doing that, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help nurture those beliefs and to find these special places that we've got to take care of. Giving should be from the heart, and to me it's important to find organizations like the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, find a group that you resonate with and help support it. And trust me, you feel better after you do.
Let us change the world tonight for the better. I'm Brad Staples, longtime donor for the Oregon Wildlife Foundation and current president of the board of directors. I've seen firsthand the impact of projects that the foundation has supported to help fish, wildlife, and people as well. When everyone puts their resources together, we can do great things and continue this legacy that was started in 1981. The time is now to help conservation in the state of Oregon. If we don't do it, who will? Please join me in supporting the Oregon Wildlife Foundation tonight.
Thank you, Brad. Friends, stand with me now and demonstrate your support of Oregon Wildlife Foundation in continuing to raise public awareness of and funding for fish, wildlife, and public access for Oregon's future. Make a 100% tax-deductible gift in any increment you feel compelled to give to support this work. And tonight's first level of giving is at the $5,000 level. And I'd like to know if we have any environmental champions with us joining virtually tonight with a gift of $5,000 this evening. And folks, I'm very excited to let you know Blair and Peggy Bubenek jumping in with their $5,000 gift. We could not be more thankful. Thank you so much. I think that deserves some virtual applause at home. If you're so inclined, maybe raise a toast as well. And also thank you so much, Rob Stewart, coming in with the gift of $5,000. Nice work, Rob. Thank you so much. And folks, a $5,000 gift can do incredible things for the foundation, like helping them lead campaigns to restore streams, conserve critical habitat, and improve entire watersheds. Some projects have goals with $50,000 to up to $500,000. So these are major projects that need your support right now. And folks, I am super excited to let you know Craig Johnston also joining us tonight with a $5,000 show of support. Thank you so much to Craig at home. That's right. Give him a virtual round of applause. We thank you so very much. Anyone else tonight with a $5,000 gift, please send it on through at this time. If it comes in a moment, I'll definitely recognize it. But in the meantime, let's give a huge round of applause to all of our $5,000 donors. We very much appreciate you. I love it. Gosh. Hear that giant crowd? Our next level of giving is at the $2,500 level, and I'd love to know if we have any heroes with us tonight with a gift of $2,500. And folks, Nelson Rutherford, thank you so much, kicking us off, leading the way with a very generous gift of $2,500. Thank you so much, Nelson. And Gary Pape, oh gosh, Gary's giving $3,000. $2,500 just wasn't enough. So thank you so much, Gary. We appreciate all of your support out there. If you're thinking about it at home, now's the time to hit that give button. And I'd also like to say thank you to Ornrick Messina for his $2,500 gift as well. Thank you so much. And folks, a $2,500 gift could support the foundation in providing small grant support to up to 25 or more conservations every single year. So every gift at every level means a great deal and will create giant impact for great change. So thank you so much to all of our $2,500 donors thus far. If you'd like to give a $2,500 gift at any time, please do so. As they come in, I will recognize you. Thank you so much. And at this time, we will move to our next level of giving, which is the $1,000 level. And kicking us off tonight with a $1,000 gift is an anonymous foundation donor. So thank you so much. We'd like to know who will join our anonymous patron tonight with a gift of $1,000. And Blair Bubinek coming in with another $1,500 gift. Amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you, the Bubineks. We appreciate you. And also, the Wildlife Foundation's board president, Brad Staples, joining us with a $1,000 show of support. Thank you so much. We also have a $1,000 gift from the Moore family. And Gordon King is joining us tonight with a gift of $2,000. That's amazing. We'd also like to say thank you to the law office of Robert B. Coleman, also joining us with a $1,000 gift tonight. Awesome work. Thank you, Campbell Kidd, for your $1,000 donation, as well as Blaine Dickinson. We appreciate all the support at the $1,000 level. Thank you so much. To Spike Ford, also joining us tonight with a $1,000 gift. Do we have anyone else? Thank you, Carl Burnham III, with your $1,000 gift. We could not do this amazing work without you. Folks, if you're at home, raise a glass, give a virtual toast to all of our amazing donors at the $1,000 level. Let's say thank you to all of them. Amazing, amazing donor group. Thank you so much to all of our $1,000 donors. Oh, and Morgan Smith coming in at the last second, as well as Jeff Dresser with $1,000 gifts tonight. We could not thank you enough. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, we're going to move to our next level of giving. But of course, if you want to continue giving at these upper levels, we will take it, I promise. Our next level of giving is $500, and we'd like to send a shout out to Nellie, who gave earlier and is leading the charge tonight. We appreciate your support. Who else would like to support Oregon Wildlife Foundation with a $500 gift? And folks, a $500 gift can enable the foundation to sponsor projects helping children, hundreds of children, explore and learn about their natural world every year. So a $500 gift is very meaningful and impactful. Thank you, Strawn Dixon, board member for the foundation, with your $500 show of support. And Chip Graper joining us tonight. Chip, we miss you, with a $500 gift. Thank you so much. First Republic Bank also coming in with a $500 gift, as well as Doug Nelson. Thank you so much. Virtual round of applause if you're at home. We really appreciate all of your gifts at every level. They very much enable us to do great work. So for those of you who've already given, we thank you so much. For those of you who just gave at the $500 level, let's give a huge round of applause for all of our donors at $500. Thank you. At our next level of giving, at $250, John Carr is proudly kicking us off with our first of hopefully many gifts at this level. Who will join John tonight and stand up for the wild? A gift of $250 could help the foundation get the Watch for Wildlife specialty license plate approved by the DMV. Who doesn't want that? Come on, folks. Let's see some $250 donors rolling in. Thank you to E.K. McCall. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you, E.K. We appreciate you. Columbia Bank also joining us right now with a $250 gift. Westfall Strategies coming in with a $500 gift. Thank you so, so much. And McBain Associates also dropping a $500 show of support tonight. Thank you so much. Greg Carr joining us. Thank you with your $250. We appreciate you. And anyone else tonight with a gift of $250, now's the time. Please join us. In the meantime, if you're at home, raise a glass, give a virtual round of applause for all of the $250 gifts that we just got in. That's amazing work. And folks, it looks like we got an additional $500 from Gary and Patsy Vanderverder? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. All right, everybody. Our final level of formal giving tonight is at the $100 level, and we encourage all of you out there watching to give a gift at this level as your show of support for conservation and restoration of our beautiful state. We encourage 100% participation. So kicking us off, Greg Summers with $100. Thank you so much, Greg. And Nancy Goodwin also joining us tonight with a $100 gift for the foundation. That's awesome. $100 gifts can still do amazing things, like help the foundation establish Oregon's first and only dedicated statewide fund for conservation-sensitive and threatened habitats and species. A very worthy investment. Now combine a bunch of those together and imagine the amazing things we can do. Look at that, Pat Richardson dropping $1,000. That's 10 times that 100. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Folks, if you're out there tonight, you're on the fence, you're considering giving, we will take gifts in any donation amount of your choosing. If you want to give anonymously or in a custom amount that we might not have called for, like $5 or $5 million, we encourage you wholeheartedly to do that right now. You just select the custom amount, input your preferred dollar amount, and there you have it. It's just that easy. You can always, if you prefer to give outside of the giving software, go right through the foundation's website and to their giving page as well. And look at this, Julie Donovan, thank you for your $100. We really appreciate you. So folks, let's say thank you to all of our donors tonight who just gave such amazing support, incredible donations for the Wildlife Foundation. Thank you so much.
Misty, that was really amazing.
Yes, it was.
To see such benevolence and advocacy from foundation supporters. And it goes to show how much support the Oregon Wildlife Foundation receives from people that both appreciate and enjoy the foundation's stewardship.
Yeah.
Now, let's check out the foundation's newest projects in the eastern part of our state.
Hi, I'm Scott Shively,
I'm Kayla Dreher.
and we're field biologists with the Wallowa Wolverine Project.
Thanks to the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, we were able to revive wolverine monitoring efforts in Northeast Oregon to track the recovery in the state.
Our project uses non-invasive camera trapping techniques to survey for wolverines in the Wallowa Mountains.
Here's a recent video we collected of a wolverine nicknamed Stormy, who's been photographed in the Wallowas for nearly 10 years.
Thank you all for your support.
Your donations to the Oregon Wildlife Foundation make conservation research on rare, understudied species like the wolverine possible.
Wow, forget the expression lone wolf. That lone wolverine is going to be my new favorite mystery story to follow. And Stormy sure does like investigating those tracking cameras.
And he's sure cute too. So folks, we're now going to give you, our virtual supporters, the opportunity to bid on just 2 live auction packages tonight virtually. So from the auction catalog of the main page, just click into auction item number 1. Hint, it's on page 2. And click the bid button next to any item of your choice that you wish to bid on. You'll be alerted every time you are outbid, and it's easy to get back in. You just have to click the bid button every time someone outbids you. Stay in the game. So Gail, tell us about item number 1.
Item number 1 is a guided trip tour for 6 on the Cunningham Slough.
Sounds awesome.
It's kayak guided. It is provided by Next Adventure. This package will guide you and 5 friends into a discovery of Cunningham Slough by kayak. You enjoy 4 hours of blissful nature immersion on the water. It comes with all the required personal flotation devices and lunch by Elephant's Deli.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds amazing. You're paddling through the water, it's cutting, you hear the sounds, you hear that sounds of nature. That sounds like a great day outdoors to me.
Yeah.
A great social distancing adventure. Misty?
Plus, it sounds pretty relaxing, which I'm always really excited for. So, folks, if you're interested in item number 1, our kayaking tour for 6 plus lunch, now's the time. You've got to click in and bid. Let's see where we're at with the bidding, Lisa. Let's see. So, folks, I know this is a fantastic package. Right now, we just need an additional bid. The next bid would be $310. We've currently got, who's in at this bid? Lisa, would you scroll down just a moment? There we go. All right, folks, I think we're gonna give you just a couple more minutes of bidding on this one because it seems like the bidding is coming in fast and furiously. But what I can tell you is this, we'll leave the bidding open, let's say till 9 o'clock. Let's leave the bidding open on this one till 9 o'clock because I think there could be some more bids coming in for this one. So folks, if you want package number 1, you have to bid a little bit more right now. You have until 9 o'clock to think about it. In the meantime, for everyone else, please refresh your bidding screen right now. Oh, look at that. We just got another bid. Thank you, Craig. So currently we're with Craig at $310. If anybody else would like to get in, now's the time. So these are bidding in $50 increments. So our next bid amount would be $360. All right, 310 is the bid, 360 for the advance. All right, folks, we're gonna leave this one just a moment because I think there's some great bidding wars happening. So everyone else, please refresh your bidding screens right now and then click into item number 2. And meanwhile, let's check in on some longtime foundation supporters. Let's say hi to Karen and Brad.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Oregon Wildlife Foundation's virtual event. Please do not miss the amazing opportunity to bid on the jet boat tour of the Lower Deschutes River with Mr. Deschutes and Oregon Wildlife Foundation's president himself, Mr. Brad Staples. Our family has treasured our annual river trips with Brad over the years. The experience is an amazing blend of exhilaration as Brad cruises through and around swirling rapids, and also serenity as you lay eyes on the rare sights of herons fishing, bighorn sheep grazing in the canyons above, and of course our region's renowned steelhead and salmon as they jump and taunt the folks fishing on the shore. In a word, stunning. There's no better way to explore the Deschutes than with Brad, who literally knows every twist and turn of this incredible river. We can't think of a better antidote to quarantine than a day outdoors with Brad on the majestic Deschutes. Thank you in advance for your generosity. Have fun and good luck.
Wow, if you've been on the Deschutes, you know what Karen means, and you'd be up for the next exciting adventure. If you haven't been on the river, that was a great teaser, a preview of our next package, item number 2, a scenic Deschutes jet boat trip for 6 on July 8th. You know, Brad has scheduled out a year in advance for these trips for a reason. They're popular, and that's a testament to how much fun they are. Enjoy a day on the Lower Deschutes with professional fishing guide and Oregon Wildlife Foundation President Brad Staples. This amazing 5 to 6 hour tour on the river with your guide and 5 of your friends also includes a barbecue lunch, 4 pairs of polarized Smith sunglasses, 3 Smith neck tubes. Your boat will launch from the Heritage Landing on the Lower Deschutes in the early morning hours of July 8th. And this package also comes with a $100 gift card at Spruce Gifts and Provisions at the Bonneville Fish Hatchery that I mentioned earlier. That store opens up as soon as the Bonneville Hatchery opens up again for the public. You're getting an abundance of foundation work with this package. You get the Deschutes, you get the Spruce Gifts at Bonneville. While you're there, you get to go visit the Educational Center, Herman the Sturgeon, feed the fish at the hatchery, tour the hatchery. It's a great package. It really is a great package.
Sounds amazing. And I hear Brad's quite the the connoisseur of this part of the river. So for those of you who are considering this trip, now's the time, folks. We're currently at $950, and we just need a $1,000 bid. So I'm with NAM has the bid. I like your handle, by the way. Bob, where are you at? Come back to us at $1,000. Meanwhile, while we're giving you a little time to come back to us, Bob, I'd like to thank Tim Gresseth, the Executive Director of the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, for his $1,000 gift tonight at the paddle race as well. Thank you so much. All right, let's see how we're doing with item number 2. We're still currently at $950. And folks, this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You heard Gail, he's booked out like a year in advance. So if you want in, we need a $1,000 bid. I've got $950 bid, asking $1,000. And folks, this is our last and final call. We'll be counting this one down in 5 seconds.
Let me give a hint. Let me give a hint. This isn't just a normal thing. People think they got to go to Bend for the Deschutes. They got to go over to Maupin. That's not where we're talking. You're going right down 84 to Heritage Landing. You're going to be going right by that Bonneville, right by the hatchery.
Yep.
It's not a long trip. It's a really close trip from Portland.
Yeah.
And you get to be on the river with a master. That is absolutely stunning part of this of Oregon.
Tony.
If you haven't seen it.
Coming in at the $1,000
All right.
bid. Thank
Cool.
you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, NAM and Bob, this is your chance. We need $1,000. 50 right now, and we're going to count this down because this is our last and final call at 10:50, $1,050, and we'll close this one down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this package has now closed. Thank you so much to all of our backup bidders, all of our winning bidders, and all of our raffle purchasers tonight. We appreciate all of your support. So everybody, please refresh your bidding screens at this time. And now let's chill out Riverside with Dave Stewart from the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Dave Stewart with the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, and I just want to quickly do a little rundown here and let you know what we have going for stream restoration in the upper Molalla Basin. I'm on a tributary to the Molalla River here, and we're going to be doing some restoration work in this next year. I just want to highlight a couple of things. This is part of a series of projects we've been doing over the last 5 years, and it includes adding large wood into the stream to create habitat for juvenile and adult salmonids, including salmon and steelhead in these areas. The work we do could not be accomplished without the help from Oregon Wildlife Foundation and other partners. We count on their support to get these projects completed in areas that sometimes are left. You know, they're not the biggest projects, but they're important projects. We found that from the work we did last year, we've seen some big benefits from this directly to the spawning habitat. So just want to give a big shout out to everybody and say thank you to all you, for everyone that's out there that supports Oregon Wildlife Foundation. And just want to let you know from the work that we're doing, we'll be back here next year, and I'll maybe cut in a little video to show you right here. Imagine that with a big wood structure and some salmonids hanging out. As you can see, you know, there's not a lot of habitat right here in this area. So thanks again, Oregon Wildlife, and thank you for your support. We will talk to you all soon.
You know, I mentioned earlier about some of the projects they do that you don't even know. That was a really great example of a foundation project that might not get flashy attention, but it's just as critical for our Oregon ecosystems. Buried in the woods, habitat grounds for salmon and steelhead. A good example of sometimes little known or under-noticed work that the foundation does. Mm-hmm. And now, for all of you who have bought the premium raffle tickets, we are ready to announce the winners of the 6 amazing packages. Are you ready? All right. All you at home, we need a virtual drum roll, please.
All right, everybody. This South Dakota pheasant hunt was won last year by Rick Pay and his son. I hear they absolutely loved it. It features a 3-night stay at the MCC Crooked Creek Ranch Lodge with 2 days of guided wild pheasant hunting. Breakfast and lunch is included. And tonight's lucky winner of the South Dakota pheasant hunt is, congratulations, Kurt Melcher. You're our winner tonight. Very nice. How about the second one?
All right, tonight's winner of the El Gaucho Experience, dinner for 6, plus 6 bottles of Reds from Kim McCall's personal wine cellar, including some very nice wines from Robert Mondavi Reserve, Joseph Phelps Insignia, Napa.
I'm available for this.
Are you ready? Are you available for that
one?
Okay. And tonight's lucky winner of the El Gaucho Experience is Dan Dorn. Dan Dorn, congratulations.
Congratulations, Dan Dorn. All right, folks, our third raffle ticket tonight, raffle package, is the Grand Teton Fly Fishing. It's 2 nights in a private cabin in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is gorgeous, by the way. Dining and a day of guided fishing. And our winner for number 3 is, oh my gosh, Kurt Melcher, the luckiest man on earth. Congratulations, friend.
All right, and the all-season sports package, the winner for that, 4 Studio Suite Blazers tickets, plus 4 Winterhawks tickets, Sideline Timbers tickets, club seats for the Ducks football, and 6 bottles of Adelsheim Blazer 50th anniversary Chardonnay. The winner is
Nick McDonald.
Nick McDonald. Sorry about that, I lost
Congratulations, Nick. Awesome
Sorry,
work.
Nick.
All right, we've only got 2 more left. So this next one is number 5, our city retreat. It's a 1-night stay at the Jupiter Hotel. Passes for 2 to Knott Springs, dinner, drinks at Hey Love, plus 2 tickets to the Doug Fir. It's kind of fun, it's kind of romantic, maybe it could be both. And the winner of our city retreat is Miss Lori Steele. Congratulations, Lori.
All right, and now for the winner of the Astoria Getaway. Astoria, one of my favorite towns in the state. A Columbia River Eco Tour with a friend, $100 of buoy beer, delicious, fancy, hand-packed wild Chinook salmon from Fishhawk, and a 2-night stay at the Hotel Elliott in Astoria. And the winner of that is John Lund.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, John. Oh,
Nice
I'm sorry.
work.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mistake.
Congratulations to all of tonight's lucky winners. Thank you so much for your support and enjoy your loot.
All of this evening's raffles and auction winners will be contacted by the foundation to coordinate receiving your prizes and coordinating a safe pickup. All receipts for your purchases will be emailed to you within a day or 2. Please enjoy everything.
Yes, and folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight, taking time out of your busy night to support the Oregon Wildlife Foundation. We appreciate your undeniable generosity. Give yourselves a huge round of virtual applause at home. Please know you did great work tonight for Oregon Wildlife Foundation. We appreciate you. Let's give a huge round of applause for our MC, Mr. Gail Williams. The art of the pivot, that was quite stellar. And I'd also like to thank the amazing staff at Oregon Wildlife Foundation for an amazingly smooth and stellar pivot to virtual fundraising tonight. Great job, everybody. And this concludes your time with me. I hope you had a great time. Again, I'm Misty Markham with Markham Auction Agency. I look so forward to seeing you in person next year, and I leave you in the most able hands. Mr. Gail Williams.
I don't know, after those couple flubs, I'm not sure if I'm the most able, but I'm going to continue on here. Thank you, Misty. What an exciting event. We hope you had a great time. Your support this evening is making a huge difference for conservation in Oregon. And you are providing that support to the perfect organization to get it done, the Oregon Wildlife Foundation. Thank you to Misty and her team at Markham Auction Agency, as well as Morgan, Tim, Jeff and Eric Dresser, Brad Staples, Karen Barber, for sharing your stories tonight. Please give a big round of applause for all of this evening's donors, sponsors, and winners. Thank you. And let's give out a special shout out to our gold sponsors, Hoffman Corporation, On Point, 4 City Trading Group, Inc., Cam Preuss and Lindsay Ball. And let's give another shout out to our silver sponsors, First Republic Bank, Kim McConnell, Direct Portfolio Lending, Dave Cummings, Ferguson, Wellman Capital Management, Tom Rask, and the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. Tonight would not have been possible without all of you. We appreciate your support. Many thanks to all of the Oregon Wildlife Foundation staff who put this event together. Thank you again for everyone for your exceptional generosity and solid support. Oregon Wildlife Foundation could not continue to fund such great work in conservation without your contributions. We appreciate you being here. We look forward to seeing you in person next year at the next big event. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay healthy. Stay tuned for some great videos from more of the Foundation's projects partners. Thank you and good night.
Hi, I'm Monty Gregg, forest wildlife biologist on the Ochoco National Forest and Crooked River National Grassland. Just wanted to say, when you donate to Oregon Wildlife Foundation, you help with great projects like the Williams Prairie Watershed Restoration Project and a great landscape scale aquatic and terrestrial restoration project that will improve habitat for land birds such as this common yellowthroat here. We thank you so much for your help, and thanks for your donations.
My name is Josh Walcott. I work for the Oregon State Police Fish and Wildlife Division. This is K9 Buck. We've been a K9 team for our division since May of last year when we certified in Indiana. We partnered with the Oregon Wildlife Foundation in order to make this program a success. In the past year, we've had 82 different K9 activities, deployments, and in those activities, we've done everything from looking for lost or missing people or finding evidence to help prosecute fish and wildlife cases here in Oregon. Now, we wouldn't be able to do this without the Oregon Wildlife Foundation's support and your support. We've been doing this again for about a year. Even this morning, we were deployed to go look for a possible poached elk carcass so we could to work on that. So, as you can tell, he doesn't like to look at the camera very often. He's more focused on me. We've been a pretty good team. There's a little bit of a bond here. Three things that he does: we do human tracking, we do wildlife detection, and then we do article searches. One of the functions we see and do the most are those article searches, and that's to locate evidence related to fish and wildlife crimes. And again, this supports all of our troopers across Oregon. We're hoping to add a couple more K9s here shortly. It's a great tool that helps us take our investigations that step further. Again, thank you for partnering with us, and we'll hope to get past this COVID-19 stuff here soon. We'll talk to you in person. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Linford. I'm the Executive Director of Protect Animal Migration in Bend, Oregon. We are an educational nonprofit working with public agencies, Fish and Wildlife, the Department of Transportation, and the Deschutes National Forest, as well as other nonprofits like the Oregon Hunters Association and the Oregon Wildlife Foundation. Our mission is to provide education to the community, to develop support, to know the threats to wildlife and their habitat, and to understand the often simple things members of the community can do that will enable wildlife, particularly mule deer and other migratory ungulates, to share our habitat and to stay here. We reached out to the public on a very general, basic level after realizing that they have no other sources of information, like why do deer need to cross the road? Why can't they just stay in the forest and be happy? And we try to do this through presentations, wildlife film festivals, and other means. We've been very helped by the Oregon Wildlife Foundation in many ways, and also by the wise counsel provided by Tim Gresseth. Thank you very much. You're smiling. You laugh.
Hi everyone, my name is Erica Patterson. I'm the project coordinator for the Portland chapter of the Urban Wildlife Information Network, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've been working on the last couple of years. UNPDX uses a system of trail cameras dispersed across a gradient of urban density to capture images of mid to large sized wildlife in the greater Portland region and look at the effect increased human presence has on species abundance and distribution. We place cameras seasonally along two transects, one extending west from Portland along the southwest edge of Forest Park, the other extending east towards Gresham. UNPDX uses the same data collection protocol and methods outlined by the Urban Wildlife Information Network to gain a better understanding of human-wildlife interactions in cities across the U.S. and Canada. Additionally, UNPDX has used this methodology to provide educational opportunities and engage community members in conservation science and stewardship. Our immediate goal with this project is to become a full member of UN this summer and expand outreach and educational opportunities. None of this would be possible without the help and support of the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, the Audubon Talent Internship, the Backyard Habitat Program, Portland State University, Portland Audubon, and Samara Group.
Hi, I'm Scott Shively,
I'm Kayla Dreher.
and we're field biologists with the Wallowa Wolverine Project.
Thanks to the Oregon Wildlife Foundation, we were able to revive wolverine monitoring efforts in Northeast Oregon to track their recovery in the state.
Our project uses non-invasive camera trapping techniques to survey for wolverines in the Wallowa Mountains.
Here's a recent video we collected of a wolverine nicknamed Stormy, who's been photographed in the Wallowas for nearly 10 years.
Thank you all for your support.
Your donations to the Oregon Wildlife Foundation make conservation research on rare, understudied species like the wolverine possible.
The Southwest 25th Avenue Community Trail is our first project. It is in Southwest Portland and extends a quarter mile from Southwest Capitol Highway to Southwest Beaverton-Hillsdale Highway. It is a major greenway used by a diverse group of people and wildlife. It is also a safe route to school and within walking distance of 6 schools. Friends of Fano Creek Headwaters provides free education to school children, many from underserved populations, about native plants and habitat restoration. Hundreds of volunteers have cleared thousands of square feet of invasive plants and planted native plants, trees, and bushes. These plants attract the right kind of insects to feed our native birds and other wildlife. The Southwest 25th Avenue Community Trail contains 2 pollinator gardens, a bug hotel, solar pebbles that shine in the dark, a bioswale to help manage stormwater runoff, a reforested area, a huge conjoined western red cedar tree over 110 years old, 96 stairs in and out of a steep ravine, and the official headquarters of Fano Creek. We feel this trail is a special place that deserves to be restored and maintained for future generations. We still have much to do, including restoration work around the headwaters. The Oregon Wildlife Foundation is my fiscal sponsor, supports the project, and manages its donations and grant monies. Without their assistance, we cannot do what we do. Please consider donating to Friends of Fano Creek Headwaters so we can continue to provide nature in the neighborhood and restore and maintain this unique urban green space. Thank you.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Dave Stewart with the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, and I just want to quickly do a little rundown here and let you know what we have going for stream restoration in the upper Molalla Basin. I'm on a tributary to the Molalla River here, and we're going to be doing some restoration work in this next year. I just want to highlight a couple of things. This is part of a series of projects we've been doing over the last 5 years, and it includes adding large wood into the stream to create habitat for juvenile and adult salmonids, including salmon and steelhead in these areas. The work we do could not be accomplished without the help from Oregon Wildlife Foundation and other partners. We count on their support to get these projects completed in areas that sometimes are left. You know, they're not the biggest projects, but they're important projects. We found that from the work we did last year, we've seen some big benefits from this directly to the spawning habitat. So just want to give a big shout out to everybody and say thank you to all you, for everyone that's out there that supports Oregon Wildlife Foundation. And just want to let you know from the work that we're doing, we'll be back here next year, and I'll maybe cut in a little video to show you right here. Imagine that with a big wood structure and some salmonids hanging out. As you can see, you know, there's not a lot of habitat right here in this area. So thanks again, Oregon Wildlife, and thank you for your support. We will talk to you all soon.
My name is Bob Bailey, and I am the board president of the Alaka Alliance. Our board represents a range of conservation, legal, tribal, and scientific interests and experience. Our mission is to restore a healthy population of sea otters to the Oregon coast, and in the process, help make Oregon's marine ecosystem more robust and resilient. We know that they were once here, and we seek to restore this important cultural legacy. We advocate their return because they are a keystone species, essential to a thriving marine ecosystem. The science is clear that sea otters promote ecological productivity and resilience, and we believe that returning sea otters to Oregon will help ensure strong and diverse commercial and recreational fisheries and economically healthy coastal communities. We encourage you to learn more about sea otters and the Alaka Alliance on our website. We appreciate the strong support and partnership with the Oregon Wildlife Foundation in bringing our vision to reality.
Hi, my name is Sarah Gregory, and I'm a wildlife biologist for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife in Bend. In front of me over here is Highway 97, and highways like this that traverse the state are a huge barrier to almost every kind of wildlife, including mule deer. We see a lot of what we call deer vehicle collisions. About 1,000 deer are killed a year on Highway 97 between Bend and Klamath Falls. And we're seeing at the same time an estimated 40% decline in mule deer populations. So roads are contributing some. There's lots of variables contributing to this decline in their population. But we see about 1 in 5 mortalities in mule deer caused by roadways. So this is a huge concern to ODFW as well as ODOT and the traveling public.
Hi, my name is Sydney Bowman, and I work for the Oregon Department of Transportation as the Wildlife Passage Coordinator. Today we're out here on site of the Gilchrist Wildlife Undercrossing Construction Project. And today the crews are excavating dirt from underneath the new wildlife bridge that will help mule deer and elk cross underneath the highway. So one of the reasons this location was chosen was because it's one of the highest density collision areas on US 97. So we have a lot of deer and elk that are hit here when they cross the highway.
So ODFW sponsored a 7-year study, and we collared hundreds of deer, and we followed their movements between winter and summer ranges, and we found that this part of Highway 97 was what we call a hot spot, where we see a high density of deer vehicle collisions. And so fortunately, ODOT had this project already in place, and it's kind of, solving 2 problems at the same time. They needed passing lane, and we need passage for deer.